Don't worry about missing the live stream. It's all good. You're here now. That's all that matters, right? So let's just dive in here, shall we? Kind of wanted to do a video on the stores because I haven't in a while. And there's kind of something called a spring slump, right? And it's a time of the year, weather gets a little better, people aren't as cold anymore, so, well, they're just outside doing stuff, right? And I kind of like it better personally, owning online stores, when people are kind of stuck at home during a heat wave or a blizzard. And because then folks are online buying things that they don't really need. And those are the kind of customers I like. But I digress. Here are all of my stores. We're going to go look in. How many did I set out? I don't know, 10 of them. And just to kind of show you, this was a ton of work. And what I want you guys to do, okay, actual homework, is just click on stuff. I don't expect my subs to go shopping in my stores, but it would be cool if you guys, just open up one of them and just click on some stuff. Just so their algorithm will think that I'm popular. And if it thinks that I'm popular, well, maybe I'll get some sales. So there's that. That sounds kind of pitiful, though, doesn't it? But, hey, pitiful can be honest. Anyway, we're going to go over here. My cartoon store is probably my most adorable store. It's got cartoons in it, all public domain art. I think I only have 2 or 3 stores that are public domain art. The rest of it is stuff I've made myself, and I think 99.9% of the stuff I've sold out of this store has been shirts and stuff. And I'll just give you kind of an idea. Going to look at products. All kinds of nifty little cartoon characters I put on there. Now, it's all copyright free, so there's not going to be any like Disney characters or anything like that on these shirts, but close enough is good enough, you know what I mean? This squirrel shirt's pretty popular. I think I've sold him a few times. So yeah, that is my cartoon store. And if I knew how to draw, I'd draw my own cartoon pictures, but I can't. I'm kind of void of talent. Anyway, next is the cats. And yes, the cats have their own store. Every now and then I have a guest cat. I believe my grandmother's cat made an appearance in this store. And there's a couple photos I was toying with, a couple public domain photos. Like this one here is public domain. But most of these photos in here are ones that I've done myself. This cat here is, I think, a friend of the family. I think my dad actually took that photo. But I digress. Let's look at some of the nifty stuff in the cat store. Now, the cat store was actually the cat's idea, right? That wasn't really my idea to make the cat store, but I just kind of went along with it. As you can see, I got sweatshirts, postcards, bowls, bags, shirts, pillows, keychains, of course, a cat dish. This is my grandma's cat right here. Both my grandma and the cat are no longer with us, but they're immortalized in the store. This here is that's Tiger, like 100 years ago when he was tiny. Now he's a huge cat, right? He's enormous. And it's another one of my photos. That one's a public domain photo. It's another one of mine. Another one of mine. Most of the photos are mine, but meow. So anyway, if you want to stop by, click on stuff. I don't remember who this cat is, but I think my dad took that photo and sent it to me. But anyway, that's the cat store. You should stop by and click on stuff, because that would be awesome. You'd be my hero for the day. Maybe even buy a shirt, who knows? Look at how adorable the shirt is, though. I know, right? Next, Llama Monster by me. It's kind of hard having two brands at the same time, but I digress. In my llama store, I have lots and lots of llama themed products, and I actually made this store for the um, for the YouTube channel. Llama Monster, the attractive fat guy. That was kind of my old little catchphrase. I don't really know if I have a catchphrase anymore. I could still be the attractive fat guy though, if I wanted to be, I guess. It's Mariana the Diamonds. Well, hello, Marina and the Diamonds. I'm sorry, I mispronounced your name. But yeah, this is my Llama Monster store. Lots of shirts and phone cases and look, an award, $84. Yeah, but it's acrylic and nifty. Well, it's nice of you to show up. I appreciate it. I'm going through all my stores because this time of year people are outside. They're doing stuff because the weather's getting a little nicer, and well, for me that means they're not indoors, you know, trapped because of a snowstorm, buying stuff on the internet. So there's usually a little springtime slump for me, anyways. Um, my next store is custom camo. Not the big not the big mover, although I did just sell this army truck cartoon uh, shirt, which is cool. But this store here, I just basically slathered public domain camo on a whole bunch of stuff, and that's what this store consists of. I didn't really put a lot of time into this one. I made this one just kind of for funsies to see what would happen. So there's that. I got a lot of really neat. I guess these are wall decals. The different types of camo. I don't know why taking a close up of a leaf is camo, but okay, okay. But all kinds of nifty stuff in there for water bottles, phone cases, and t-shirts. So there's that. I like the army truck shirt too. In fact, I just sold one of these this month. Um, I am a man of many talents. Well, I try. But yeah, somebody bought this shirt, and it's kind of cool. I don't know what the end result was because they might have. How does it look? No, it's a little too. That looks a little better. Yeah, well, they could have put really any color on it they wanted. So I don't know what the end result was. Pink, probably not. I like that contrast. Maybe they sold it to blue one. I don't know. But anyway, um, it does kind of have a vintage look to it, doesn't it? Yeah. But yeah, I just sold that thing like a week or so ago. One of them. Um, moving on to the Flags of the World, which is by far my most popular store, and it's a little disconcerting because it's almost like the photos I take and the art don't really matter because they don't get a lot of sales. This flag store is absolutely killing it. I'm selling stuff in this store all the time. Um, just public domain flags, man. Put it on. You know, you got. I just sold invitations recently. Just sold one of those recently. What else did I just sell? I don't know. I even have Flag of India nail art. Somebody bought that recently. I know. A Swedish flag baby bodysuit. You can't call it a onesie because the word onesie is copywritten by somebody, but that's what they are. But yeah, I've been on Zazzle for years. In fact, really the only reason why I started on YouTube was to promote my Zazzle stores. And then YouTube picked up, but the Zazzle stores have kind of stayed stagnant. But it's free to join if you want to join and put your nifty little designs and photos on stuff. I got World Flag Collage Sugar Cookies. Heck yeah. Flag of Singapore keychain. Because why not? But yeah, this store is by far my best. As far as numbers go, which is interesting. Yes, they copyrighted the word onesie, so if you make a onesie, you can't advertise it as a onesie. It has to be baby bodysuit. I know, right? Somebody just came up and stole the word from. So yeah, they can't use it. If you notice, only the company that owns that word can actually say it, which drives me nuts. Design theme. You got, do we want it in blue? Do we want it in pink? Do we want it in gray? That actually looks pretty nifty. Vivid printing white underbase. Oh, neat. Okay. That's pretty neat. Just looking through the options. And you can also put them on any style, like, long sleeve t-shirt and things like that. So customization options are pretty nifty. Anyway, I shall move on because I got a ton of stores, and I don't want this to be a particularly long live stream. Mostly because there's a cat staring at me, meowing at me, and it's kind of intimidating, and I'm wondering if they're plotting against me in some way. Appalachian Country, West Virginia, by DWW 29521. 2592. I got my own thing wrong. Okay. Let's look at products. This is the, basically I took lots of pictures of West Virginia and slathered them all over different products. So these should be like 99.99% my pictures. I think there's a couple of them that my dad took or something like that, but lots of postcards sell from this store. Lots and lots, although the Waterfall Award is pretty nifty. Oh, my aunt took this photo here. That's not one of mine, that's my aunt. I took that one. That's, that's Battlefield, somewhere near here, from the Civil War. You got, the train. I got a bunch of train stuff in here. I think my mom actually took that photo. That is a, like a table center decoration thing. And that one is just a round hay thing in a field. Pig nut hickory bark. Nobody ever buys that stuff. Hello, Friendly Goat postcard. I've actually sold a bunch of those. I don't know why. Seems a little strange. One of my first sales, I think, was a one of these award things, these acrylic things. But yeah, in here I got all sorts of stuff going on. All sorts of stuff. And the tortoise, we found that in, it was just walking through the grass in, I guess, one of the parks we were at. A horse is still on a friend's farm. Now it's an old horse. And this here, I was getting weird with one of my art, I guess, programs, and decided that would be a good idea. Nobody's ever bought it, but whatever. This I shot like just down the street from my house. Railroad crossing right there. There was a train going by, and I was like, I'm going to shoot it. So I took out my camera. This horse on a friend's farm. Same horse, same field, same farm. Still there. Postcards, all sorts of stuff in here. Nifty. Anywho, Vacation Photography Store is my basically my aunt's photos, taking pictures of all the different nifty vacations she's had and giving me photos so that I can put them in a store, which was really nice of her. She's actually a pretty good photographer. She does this stuff on the mainly the East Coast, but she goes to the Caribbean once a year. So there's that. So I got photos from everywhere, and she likes to frequent zoos. That's lovely, isn't it? She's taking a picture of a llama. There's a llama nightlight. I know, right? Who wouldn't want a llama-themed nightlight? I know. I don't even know if it's legal to take photos of other people's vessels without their permission, but there you go. All kinds of stuff in here, too. A lot of really nice-looking photos. And I got all the categories and stuff they're into, some categories. Throw pillows. So, yeah, man. There's that. And like I said before, the algorithm, I think, will like me more if people show up and just click on stuff. So I'm not asking my subs or expecting anybody to run out and buy stuff. Just click on stuff so that people on the internet, maybe that will help my stuff get a little higher in the search rankings. Something like that. I don't know why I added this store because nobody ever buys anything from here, but this is just stripes. A store with just striped things. I know. Because why not? I got all sorts of stuff with stripes on it. So if you're into stripes, stop by that one. Let's look at products here. Wrapping paper, a wallet, magnetic picture frame, makeup mirror, there's a tie, bags, water bottles, all sorts of stuff in there. Nifty. Anywho, sarcasm. Yeah, I think I sold something recently in this one. I don't remember. This is kind of a low yield store I just made for funsies, bath sets, buttons, candy jars. Yeah, sarcasm. Zombies eat brains, you're safe. This actually sold recently. I'm not impressed. Give me a break t-shirt. There's a couple, I guess, bumper stickers I've sold in here too. We are not friends. I don't like you. Cool story, bro. You should go away now. Just sarcasm. That store, I don't really pay a lot of attention to it. Pattern store. Just patterns. You get the idea. Nerds and geeks. I like this. Hey, it's Mr. Space Bros. Hey. I'm going over my stores just so people know that they exist. And what I want people to do is just kind of show up and click on stuff so the algorithm will think that I'm popular, because springtime is a low time of year, so people aren't on the computer buying stuff because they're outside because the weather is better. So maybe if I can get some people to just click on stuff, maybe it'll help the algorithm think that I'm popular. Sounds kind of pitiful, doesn't it? Anyway, this here is my Nerds and Geeks store, and unicorn trainer here. I've actually sold a ton of those. Chocobo trainer, you're probably not nerdy enough to understand what that means. And if you are, awesome, because chocobos, I've always wanted one. Fandom geek, I write code, cosplay geek, flea market king, tree hugger. This is like nerd and geek stuff, man, and I made all the graphics in here. I think there's a couple public domain images, but mainly everything here is my fault. Samurai Geek, yeah, this here is a public domain image, obviously, but the rest of it is mine, yeah, totally. And I don't think I've ever showcased this store on this channel, which is crazy because I'm a total geek. Oh, there's another public domain image. I guess I lied. I did most of them, though. All the words and everything. Well, except for that one, too. Man. I dig fossils. Oh, I'm so clever. Okay, moving on. Meme Kitty. Years ago, after I made the cat's main store, I made this store showcasing memes that I made about the cats. Man, I used to have so much time on my hands. How on earth? I'll just show you guys one of them so you understand what Meme Kitty is all about. You want to pet me? Okay, but I get to bite you. And go through the shirts again. You can change the color. Oh, well, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Okay, changing the color isn't working out with that photo. Okay, it's going to have to be a lighter color. It makes the cat. We'll go back to that. Anyway, lots of different styles you can put on too. Like a manly style, womanly style. That doesn't look too bad. Anywho, let's move on to a store that I like, but nobody actually shops at, is the Fractal Art Store. And I got creative one day and made a whole bunch of different fractals, and some of them are public domain fractals, but I did the vast majority of them, and nobody ever wants to buy anything in this store, which is kind of a bummer, because everybody's got art like this out there. I mean, like, everybody does this on everything, so this store is just kind of buried under huge amounts of content, but I liked it, so I kept it, you know? And if it makes you happy, go for it, I reckon. So there's that. Incidentally, this Zazzle is free, so if anybody wants to, like, make a store, you can literally just kind of show up and sign up, you know what I mean? And there's a horsey wall decal. Lovely. Now the next store here, the flower store, my aunt actually took all of the photos in the flower store, and there are a lot. And she's like really good at this too. But I have this store is huge. I have tons and tons and tons of stuff in this store. Apparently 12,557 things in this store. And my aunt has taken all the pictures, and I put them on like a variety of different stuff. You can see all my different, I guess, organizational things I did up here. Do I make money from this? Yes. Not a lot. And that's why I'm telling people about it. So maybe it'll come up a little bit more. Hey, Zinc. I was telling Mr. Space Brothers here, what you do on Zazzle is you come up with your own art, like all of the photos in the flower store here were taken by my aunt, right? So there's no public domain problem because she gave me the pictures, right? And you put your art on like a multiple of different products, and they actually do all the work. you know. They'll make the product, put it on the thing, print it, send it to them. They'll take care of everything. What you get as the artist is 10% commission, which doesn't sound like much, but if you think about it, after you make the product, stick it up here and advertise it, when you sell stuff, they're actually doing all the work. So there's that. So yeah, I got like keepsake boxes and postcards and all sorts of stuff going on in here. More shirts. Shirts are lovely, aren't they? Yes, they're lovely. Lovely. This barrel cactus. This store does pretty well. It's one of my favorite stores just because the quality of the photos is so good, because my aunt took them and I didn't. Wait, you're making merch? Well, yeah, man. I have the Llama Monster. Llama Monster has its own store. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's totally merch, man. And it's free. I didn't pay for this store. And when I sell something, I don't worry about shipping it out either. Hey, it's Jam AB or Jam Ab. That guy's pretty nifty. Y'all should subscribe to each other here, because everybody here is like awesome, man. But yeah, let me show you my Llama Monster. I don't really push the store that hard on my channel because I'm just not a prick. But but it is there, and I have some people ask me about it, and I got shirts and dinner plates and labels and hoodies and gift boxes and cell phone cases and what were my last sales on this thing? I don't even remember. What were my last sales in this store? Recently viewed items. There would be, I don't know. Let me look for my last sales on this store. I don't even know what they were. Let's go to the beginning. That's not the beginning. I'm trying to figure out what my sales were. I don't remember how to get back to the thing. Oh, my account. Yeah. Okay. My balance is at $65.31. So they pay out if you're over $50. That's not all great, but whatever. Royalty totals. Let's go to royalty by product. Let's see. I'm trying to find where's my there it is. Okay, it looks like I've only sold 5 things in the Llama Monster store. We're going to look at them, and I will show you the 5 things, which really isn't much. Okay, the Llama Monster baby t-shirt has sold from the Llama Monster store. I have sold this, which is really cool. I kind of want this myself. Looks like it's sold out right now, but you got the mouse pad. I believe Granny Monster bought that. Somebody bought a postcard, and this is another postcard with my main logo on it, which is pretty nifty. So yeah, there's a Llama Monster store. I totally have merch. And the link to this page here should be in the description, unless I screwed up this live stream. Am I going to be playing a game next? I'm probably going to go play Astro for a while. I don't know. I'm probably not going to record it, though. because I just made a couple live streams like yesterday, and I'm a little burned out trying to play. And because when you do a live stream on a game, you have to try to make it exciting and make it. And I'm really a terribly boring person. Hey, that's my mouse pad. Hey, Granny. Was that baby clothes? Where? There? Yes. Yes. That's for a tiny little youngin', and that has sold from the Llama Monster store. So yeah, there's pet clothing and aprons and hats and bags and all sorts of stuff. I'm just kind of showing folks. Stream it, please. Man, oh, I do like the game. I do like playing the game. He wants me to stream the game because streaming the game is fun. For everyone else, you just like to see yourself on the TV so you know where the llama is. There's a cat outside my window glaring at me. Like glaring at me. Just, with much disapproval. Just like, why am I outside and you're in there? You best let me in, Mr. Human, or something bad's gonna happen to you, know what I mean? Man, that cat freaks me out. So anyway, fellers, if y'all could just stop by one of my stores and click on stuff, just so the algorithm will think that it's popular, maybe then I generate some more sales. Because sales are kind of low in the springtime because, like I said before, people are have you tried bot battles? What were your thoughts? Bot battles? Which game is that? I don't know which game that is. Man, my brain is just being pulled in so many different directions, and I'm really not smart enough to be able to handle this. But right now, I have a cat that is glaring at me. So let me put you on hold for just a second while I walk over to the store and let the cat either enter or not enter. But I need to give it a choice because it's just staring at me. So hold on just 1 second. Oh, all right, you beast. You want in or what? Are you just going to stare at me? You're just going to... We'll figure it out. Yeah, okay. Go hiss at the others. You just... You brat. Tell you what. Ugh. Man. I opened the door. I'm nice. Would you like to come in? I'm like, jeez. What did I do? You're gonna hiss at me. And now she's growling over there. Yeah, the Superstruck's new game, the same developer. Yeah, that's Dan. Dan is the one that developed Astro, and he's got like 3 or 4 games. The guy keeps making games. He's a busy feller. I don't think I've played that yet, though. I might. Oh, goodness. There's a llama award. Llama sweatshirt. Llama toddler skirt. That's funny. Oh, goodness. I haven't been in this store in so long because I've been doing other stuff. And I was looking through my stuff and I'm like, hey, look, a llama backpack. You need this. You need this. Holy cow, that's $106. Let me look at this thing. 106. Really? Holy cow. Whew. Anyway, maybe you don't need this. I'm kind of running out of stores. I think I've been through most of them. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for now. I appreciate you showing up, though. That was awesome sauce. And if you could do me a solid and show up and just click on something. See, I'm just going to click on something right here. And then I'm just going to go find a product, and I'm just gonna click on a product and click, because that tells the algorithm that it's popular. And if the algorithm thinks it is popular, then it's popular. You know what I mean? Mario! I'm about to leave, man, and Mario shows up. Are you kidding me? I don't even know how many people are here, or even if this stream is still working. Everything looks green. Okay. Okay, let's see. Everything is green here. That's cool. Okay. Stream health. Be making a video here soon, don't worry. You know what? It's funny I said that because I don't really know if it's working or not. Earlier it wasn't. The thing is I was having problems with the interwebs, right? So I went ahead and let me go back. I got a new internet plan, and it's more expensive. And the thing is it's like now because the computer is behaving differently, because it has a new service. I'm not really sure if it's working or not half the time, and it's usually working better. I just can't tell because my computer is old and it doesn't really give me a heads up. It doesn't tell me what's going on. Like right now, all I'm seeing is chat going on. Do you have a copyright on your name? Do I? See, here's the problem with that question. And I'll explain it this way. Conquest Kitty, right? Conquest Kitty is another brand that I have that I've had for years, and I was the only one on the internet that had Conquest Kitty. Well, there was this little kid out west somewhere, and she decided to make her channel Conquest Kitty, and somebody brought that to my attention and wanted to send a cease and desist order. The thing about copywriting your name is it's really a moot point if the other person can prove that they came up with it before you. It doesn't matter if you have it copywritten or not, right? Like the word llama monster, if somebody were to come up with, I'm llama monster, claiming to be me. Now, if they were llama monster on a different forum, doing different stuff, that would be fine. If somebody claimed to be me using my avatar, even without being copywritten, if I could prove that I came up with that name before them, I'd actually win a court case. I've actually talked to people about that. And, you know, being officially registered isn't nearly as important as the date that you can prove. Dun, dun, dun. Which sounds really kind of fancy, doesn't it? But yeah, it means copywritten means nothing, which is why I haven't bothered. So no, I do not have a copyright on my name. I could still sue you if you use it. Ain't life a bitch? No, but it's you know, just like my other brand, Conquest Kitty. If somebody uses it claiming to have my store or one of my accounts, or claiming something that's mine, I can actually go after them. If they're Conquest Kitty but doing something completely different, then there's nothing I can do. Which, you know, the only thing officially copywriting does is gives you an official date, right? You know, that's the most important thing on a copyright form isn't even what you're copywriting. It's the date that you're making it official. And if you can prove, you know, what your date is, then it doesn't matter. Oh, RTB, and more companies all over the world use it. Well, they probably use it for something different than what your group uses it for. And if there's no conflict of interest, then it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? If there's a conflict of interest, if somebody is claiming with that name to be in charge of your group, then that would be something else. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I really don't think I'm wrong. Official companies, if they've been around longer than you know, but I mean, I'm official. I have business licenses and things like that. If somebody, like, if one of my business licenses, um, like my lawn mowing business or something like that, if somebody comes up with the exact same name, but they do something completely different, then it doesn't matter. You know, it really doesn't. I mean, you could go after them if you came up with a name first, but what's the point if there's no conflict of interest? You know what I mean? Is there anything your site sell you didn't know was there? Yeah, man. I'll give you a good example. Anything your site sells that you didn't know was there. Well, let's go to my first store, which is like what, 10 years old? Where is it? It's up here somewhere. Um, the oh, the West Virginia store. Let me close out the llama products that I sold. This store has been here forever, right? And there is tons and tons of just stuff in here. And I mean, yeah, there's probably a whole bunch of photos that I've forgotten about. You know, like I know where this is. This is this here. I'll just open it up. Is at the Twin Falls Park near the First Falls. This is in Wyoming County. I don't remember taking this picture at all. I know where it is, but you know, it's like I see this and I'm like, because I'm always taking photos of stuff everywhere I go, right? So you figure, oh, well, I recognize that spot. Well, of course I recognize that spot. I was there. Do I recognize necessarily taking a photo at that particular spot? Well, no. I mean, I know I did. Like this one here. This is a different season, but down the downstream of where I just was. That other picture of the woods, I think. Could I find this spot again? Probably not. You know. Um, so it's funny, but yeah, there's stuff here. I know I made a whole bunch of these, the weird, colorful things I made, and you know, I couldn't tell you what half of them look like at this point. But yeah, there's just so much stuff here. So if I were to make a Walmart that actively vandalizes walls, it would probably not be okay. um, Probably not. Is there anything my site sells that I didn't know was there? It's an interesting question. There's a block award. Let's see. I'm actively looking for something that I forgot about. Okay, I remember this path. This is at Twin Falls. This is a park bench at Lake Stevens. This is on Daniel Mountain outside of Beckley. This is one of the weird things that I did on the, I guess, graphic thing that I have, that program. That's Grandview. That's Grandview. This is near the New River Gorge Bridge. Bridge is over here. Bunch of collage I made. This is the bottom of the New River Gorge Bridge, looking at the old bridge. This is a horse at a friend's farm. This here is Lake Stevens. which is actually Steffens, but they pronounce it Stevens. This is all Lake Stevens there. That's Grandview. Grandview is actually a town, but it's a park on the other side of the county in Raleigh County. I wouldn't mess with big companies because they most likely win somehow. Yeah, it's a good idea to come up with a name you've never heard. And if it's another small little person like you, and they're doing something completely different, wouldn't necessarily worry about it. But if it's best to just come up with your own thing, unless you know of a llama monster that's bigger, that's going to come after me now. That would be a bummer, eh? Huh, nerd. This is before I made the Nerd and Geek store. I've actually sold a bunch of those. Let's see. Something that I forgot was there. I remember all the stuff so far. I mean, I remember where the place is, not necessarily when I took the photo. Like this here's Lake Stevens. This here's at a friend's farm. I've sold a lot of these goat postcards. People like this particular goat. Go figure. This is a field somewhere near Glen Daniel, I believe. This is, I think this is right outside of town. There's like a kind of a wide spot in the road. I stopped and shot that photo. Out here is a something to do with hay. It's on a friend's farm. They still use that thing. I don't know what the heck it's for, but they still, Nerdtastic. Again, that was before the Nerds and Geek store. This one here was, in fact, I was just there. It's on top of Cooper Mountain, outside of the town next to me. Huh. And some bee pictures. I'm willing to use my game name, Honeyperf, for a logo. So you need a logo and some bee pictures? I could give you some bee pictures if you want a bee picture. I don't know. I got, let's see. Let me move chat over. New photo. Let's see. All kinds of. My aunt sent me a whole bunch of photos that I own the copyright to because she took them herself. And I know there's pictures of bees somewhere. Probably on the flowers. There's so many photos in here, though. Okay, there's got a bee in one of those. I know I have a photo with a bee on it in one of my, there's just so much content here. There's just tons and tons of stuff. I think most of these photos are in the flower store already, if not all of them. I don't know. Well, I'll go look around later. In fact, let me go into the flower store. Let's see. Flowers. Gotta be kidding me. Okay. I just have so much content on this site. Let me search the store for bee products. Yeah, okay. So I got a bee on this, a bee on that. And that one's pretty cool. I wonder if I still have those photos on file. Oh, there's another one. You can use these bee pictures if you want to. I promise not to sue you. See, there's a bee picture. There's another bee picture. That's actually a pretty good one. Oh, I think that's the same one. But yeah, they're on my hard drive somewhere. I mean, no telling where. But I could probably find them at some point if you want. Anyway, my back is starting to hurt and I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to go to a restaurant and buy something to eat. Probably Hardee's. Maybe pick up a cheeseburger. So I'm going to let you go. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I appreciate it. If you want to design a shirt seriously, I don't work for Zazzle, but they just make it so easy. It's like all you do is make it and advertise it. You know, you don't got to ship. You don't have to actually make the shirt. You don't have to worry about customers. Just, you know what I mean? Seriously. So just go sign up to Zazzle, and I don't even care if you tell them I sent you or not. I don't know. There's probably a link or something, but anyway, thanks fellers for watching, and if you could do me a solid and show up at one of my stores and just click on stuff so the algorithm will think I'm popular, that would be awesome. So anyway, I am out. If I could figure out which button I'm supposed to press. Let's see. There you go.